Just checking I'm actually live in the right place. Let's get the tech sorted first. And then we'll see who joins us. Oh, numbers are going up. Wonderful. Okay. If you are joining me live, then do say hi in the chat. That'd be brilliant. Oh, looks like we are in the right place. That's good. Yeah, I'd love to know who's here. So if you're here, do say hi in the chat. That would be wonderful. And then I'll be able to see that who's here and who's not. If you're watching on Facebook on the replay, or if you're watching on YouTube on the recording, then do stick something in the comments so that I know that you've watched as well. That would be great, and you're very welcome. I'm glad you could join us. Wonderful. That's one of the best things about these recorded sessions, is that you know, you can watch whenever you like, and you can repeat watch as well. So we've got a few people saying hi. That's wonderful. So we've got Audrey and we've got Marion. Hi, both of you. Anybody else joining us, do say hi in the chat so we know who's here. That would be lovely. Hope everybody's okay. Feels today like it's turned to winter. It's about the first time in a month, I think, I've taken my shorts off and put my longs on, which is a bit frustrating, really. Was hoping to get a bit more out of it. Hi, Sheena. Hi, Carolyn. I can see you've said hi. I'm not sure if you're going to pop up as a hi in a minute or not. Oh, and there's Sally. Hi, Sally. Wonderful, wonderful. Everybody's joining. This is brilliant. Okay, fabulous. Okay, so let's start off with the news, shall we? Hi, Liz. Let's start off with the news. I've got just a list of a few bits and pieces to kind of as prompts, reminders for me as well as for you, and a few things that are going on. So yes, I'm back. Hi, Carol. Hi. Oh, lovely that you've caught us. That's great. Yeah, I'm back from holiday. So if you've sent me emails and things while I've been away, I have tried to catch up. This week I'm a little bit behind on what people have sent me this week, but I'm hoping to get up to date with that on tomorrow afternoon and over the weekend as well. So, but yeah, I'm back and ready and raring to go. And I have some exciting new stuff to show you as well today. So that's brilliant. So important things for today. So today, you've probably realised, is the last day of August, and that means that there's quite a few things that finish today. Okay, so 3 things finish today. The first thing that finishes today is bonus vouchers. So if you placed an order during July on the online store, so that's not if you ordered direct with me and then collected from me, but if you ordered through the online store and your order was over, I think it was over over £45, that's right, then you will have been sent an email with a £4.50 voucher in it to spend during August. So if you haven't found it yet, go search in your emails and find it. If you got it and have forgotten, put it to one side and thought, oh, that's nice, hi Dee, and haven't got round to spending it, today's the last day that you can spend that £4.50 voucher. I think it's called something like bonus days voucher or something like that. Anyway, it'll be in your emails directly from Stampin Up, not from me. So that's the first thing that runs out. The second thing that runs out today is our kit sale. So we're going to be using, you probably realised from looking through your parcels and packages, that we're going to be using 2 kits tonight. And if you like the kits that you've used and you want to get some more, oh, hi Tori, first timer, yay! Welcome, welcome. Just doing the news in brief first and then we'll get on to some crafting. So if you like the kits that we tried tonight or any of the other kits that are in the online store, they are adding new kits roughly every other month to the online store. Then go and have a look because there's up to 30% off the kits. So, I mean, you know me, I'm a massive fan of the kits. I absolutely love them. Sometimes I just make them exactly as they are. Sometimes I tweak them and make other things with them and change the recipe a little bit. But for me, the best thing about it is the fact that you have everything you need inside one box. I'm going to show you. If you've never seen one of our kits, this is the box that the kit comes in, and it's wrapped in cellophane. And apart from what's in this box, the only thing you need is a pair of scissors. And the pair of scissors is to cut any ribbon or string or anything like that. And also to cut the cellophane off the box, believe it or not. That's all you need. You get adhesives in the kit, you get stamps, inks, a block to put it on, a clear block to mount your stamps on, absolutely everything you need. They're not as they used to be. I think it's fair to say that Stampin' Up kits weren't as good quality as they should have been in the past. That's all changed since we had a revamp and a relaunch of our kits. And also you get quite a lot of cards for your kit, and I'll tell you how many you would get in a full set of the ones that we're making tonight as we go along. You also get absolutely everything you need at a really reasonable price. So when some of the kits are down to 30% off, a third off of them, actually they make fantastic presents. And as you've probably seen if you've been following my adventures on the Facebook page, they're great for taking with you if you want to do a bit of crafting on the go as well, which I love doing. So whenever we go away in the caravan, as we've just been, we always do some caravan crafting, always. We did. And actually the cards that we made is the first two cards that we're going to do tonight, because I had extras in the kit. So we took that, and Mum and myself and Evelyn all did a bit of crafting. So that was really good. Anyway, back to the plot. If you're interested in any kits for yourself or for presents, the sale ends tonight. So if you want to get that really good deal, then get your order into the online shop. Okay, the other thing that ends tonight is an offer from me, and that's the Zoo Crew Sweet Share. I know a few of you have been interested in that, and it is super cute set. It's the one that we used last month. I love it. I'm really into the little animals now, actually. I think it's really changed my mind about things, the little animals. So if you want to have a piece of the Zoo Crew Sweet Share, it basically means that you can have a share in the sweet. So you will get half a pack of the patterned papers instead of having to buy a whole pack. You'll get some of each of the ribbons, some matching coordinating card to be able to make bases for your cards or bags or boxes or whatever it is you do, scrapbook pages, whatever. So you get 6 sheets of that. You'll get some embellishments to go with it, which actually this time is the little flowers, the little flat daisies. And we're going to be using those again next month actually as well. So if you want some more of those, then that's an ideal opportunity. Plus you get the chance to choose an ink pad of your choice. So whatever colour you've got, if you've got every colour in the suite, choose something different. It doesn't matter. You can have whatever ink colour you want. And I started this off to help people to be able to get the ink colours that they wanted at a reasonable price. So that's what this is, so that you can have a little bit of some new products, all coordinating in a suite, and a new ink pad colour all together. So the Zoo Crew is £21. The suite shares each month change, and they're around about £20 each month. So if you're interested in that one, then do it. Okay, so that's all the things that run out today. So that is bonus vouchers, the kit sale, and Zoo Crew Sweet Share. Okay, next topic, bookings. So I have something exciting to show you, especially all you lovely people who love Christmas crafting. So this is our new mini catalogue. So this goes alongside the big catalogue that you've already got. It will be available online to order from the 5th, I think it is, next week. It's in Monday's email anyway, when I'll have a launch on the Facebook page as well, so you can see there'll be a post on there. I'm pretty sure it's the 5th. And yeah, I can't show you the inside pages, I'm not allowed to, but you can see what's on the cover. Look at that, pretty. There's loads of really, really cool things in here. So if you would like a paper copy to have in your hand, and if you promise me it is not just going to sit on your coffee table, but you are actually going to open it and flick through it, then let me know, and get ideas from it and everything. Let me know if you want a paper copy and I will stick one in the post to you. If you'd rather go online and look at the catalogue, that's absolutely fine. You can go on my website, there'll be a link in the sidebar, or if you're on mobile, at the bottom of the screen there'll be a link and you can just click to view if you want, or you can click to view through the shop. Completely up to you. But the Christmas catalogues will be available, so if you want one, let me know. I will post it to you immediately, or put it aside for the next time I see you or whatever. Sally, yes please, no problem. Okay. Talking of Christmas, the Christmas workshop, which is by far my most popular workshop all year long, at Buscott, so just down the road from us here, in the National Trust Village, is on the 21st of October, Saturday the 21st of October. I'm sure you've already all seen the adverts. I've been plugging it like mad. And there's posters coming out. You've all got sent an email last week. It's been on the Facebook page, whatever. If you want to come, please, 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 please. I know lots of you have told me that you want a space and I've written you down, but your space is not confirmed until you've paid. And every year it is oversubscribed. And I only have time to run one of those days because it's a huge amount of work to put it all together. Fabulous day, loads of fun. It doesn't have to be regular people who craft with us that can come. I know lots of you bring friends and family and come as a group. That's fine. But places are limited, mainly because of the size of the hall, because it's a really nice intimate space and we don't want it to get too overcrowded and then people not be able to get the the projects that they want to do and everything. It's £35, so it's the same price as last year for a whole day's crafting. You will get all the products you need to make all the projects. There will be cards, there will be gift packaging, there will be decorations, there will be everything you can imagine, really. Things to hang on your tree, all kinds of stuff, gifts, whatever. And you also get a goodie bag of extra Christmas stuff that you can then go away and do some crafting on your own afterwards. Tags. That's the first thing I've ordered, is the tags, the stuff to make the tags, as that's one of my favourite things. So yeah, if you want to come to the Christmas extravaganza, please, please, please let me know by email, please. And then you need to pay as well, so that confirms your place. And then there'll be more details later in October about that for those who are coming. Monthly card club for next month, for September, is the last Thursday in September, and we're going to be, oh thank you Carolyn, we're going to be making fancy folds, not too difficult fancy folds because obviously we're limited on time in an evening to do things, but we're going to be making some fancy fold cards, and we're going to be using, I'm going to pronounce this wrong because I don't do French, but Les Shops Sweet, I don't know, anyway, the shops. It's a really cute sweet, and you could probably see one of the cards where, there we go, there's one of the cards right there that we're going to be doing, which is a zigzag card. Yes, I've got 4 cards for you to make, and the sweet share in September will also be Lace Shops sweet share, and what we're making at Coffee Cup is a Lace Shops card as well. So next month is going to be all about the shops. Yeah, so that'll be fun. So monthly card club for the end of September is available to book after tonight, and the sweet share will be available to purchase from tomorrow as well. So cool. Okay, on to tonight. So tonight we're going to make 5 cards. I know you're probably thinking, oh my good grief, how am I going to fit that in? No, we're going to make 5 cards and it's going to be brilliant, wonderful. Audrey, you always have this problem. I think you have to log off and log back on again, unless everybody is struggling with me breaking up. But I've got my my laptop, my iPad going as well, and it doesn't look like it's breaking up on my iPad. So Might be the signal your end, I think. I'm not sure. But if other people are struggling as well, let me know and I can always go away and come back again. Yeah, so tonight we're going to be making cards from two of our kits, our online kits. The first kit that we're going to be doing is these two super cute cards. And let me find out what the name of the kit is before I turn it. It's called the Forever Friends kit. So the Forever Friends kit comes with everything you need, stamps, inks, all the rest of it, to make 8 cards if you buy the whole kit, and 8 envelopes, obviously, as well, in 2 different designs. So you will have, inside your package, you will have 2 separate packages. So one of the packages has everything in it to make the Forever Friends cards, and the other package has everything to make the remaining 3 cards, which is from the Kaleidoscope suite, which we'll make after this, okay? And then you also have a raffle ticket as well in one of your packages. I think it's in the Kaleidoscope package, the raffle tickets. Anyway, because I ordered so many kits to be able to split them up amongst everyone, I wanted people to have the chance of getting some free stuff with these cards. So the extra stamp sets and ink spots and blocks and tape and bling and all the extra bits and pieces, I split up and I put randomly into the packs. So no pack had more than 1 set in it. So and I know that there were, I think, 3 sets that didn't have anything in them. But everybody had a raffle ticket. Then to make it really fair, I literally just jumbled all the packs up and took them one off of a time off the top of the pack and went down my list of people, of the order that people had booked in. And just, so if you got a kit with extras in it, congratulations. If you didn't, I'm sorry this time around, but I honestly promise you it was completely random and fair, and hopefully you'll win the raffle instead, because as I have no idea what raffle tickets you've got either, anybody could win. Okay, so that's the deal. If you didn't get the stamps, it doesn't matter. All you will need is a pen. If you want to stamp your sentiments, so if you know you want to put thank you or happy birthday or whatever on it, then grab some sentiment stamps and an ink pad. If you've got one from an old kit, then that might be okay. That might work. Or it may be that you decide to use the stamps from, if you did get some stamps, then you might want to use them in both sets of projects. It's completely up to you. But if you don't have any stamps to hand, you only need a black pen, because you can add the sentiments after if you want to, or you can handwrite them. And the stamping on the flowers that we're going to do, I'm going to do mine with a black pen. I'm not going to stamp mine. I'm going to draw the outline on where the outline needs to go. So I will show you how to do it. It will be fine, okay? So that's all you need if you haven't got the stamps and inks in that one. Okay, the other thing to say is if you've got a brand new set of stamps, and this is, you know, for any stamps that you've got from me, photopolymer stamps benefit from having a bit of a wash or a wipe first. So if you've got a wet wipe to hand and you can just give them a quick wet wipe over, make sure you don't get the little hairs from the wet wipe stuck on it. But if you can give them a little wet wipe over, brilliant. If you can just run them under the tap and just kind of rub your fingers over them, or a bit of washing up liquid or something, and then just dab them dry, that will help as well. Because photopolymer stamps in the production process naturally come with a little bit of a coating on them. And if you can just smooth that off, then that will make them stamp cleaner and clearer, okay? Equally, if you've got a stamping scrub, those of you who've got one will know what that is. It's one of these. So you have a wet side and a dry side. It's kind of fluffy material, and you can use that to clean your stamps on. Then do a bit of stamp and scrub first. So if you've got stamps, in your kit, then now would be a good time to give them a bit of a wipe over, a bit of a clean. And while you're doing that, I'll turn the camera around to my hands and the cards and get out everything that we need. Okay, bear with me. Oh, and Evelyn's not here tonight either. She is gallivanting with her friend from school in Breen Sands. They've gone camping, so with her friend's family. So it's just me, I'm afraid, all night. Sorry about that. Anyway, right, there we go. Let's turn my lights on so I can see what I'm doing. And there are the cards that we're going to use to work on. Let's just get that better in shot. There we go. So these are the first two cards that we're going to make. Like I said, they're really easy and they come with matching envelopes as well. And you've got everything in there bar a black pen to be able to make these. So, and a pair of scissors, like I said. Okay, so let's go for this one first, okay? And if you want to swap out the card bases, you can switch them around if you want to. So if you want to use the stripy one on this one, you can. If you want to use the yellow spotty card base on that one, you can. Whatever works for you is fine. So let's put those up there. But we'll work on this one and get rid of the envelope for the time being as well. So let me find the bits that I need. You might also have the instructions in your kit. And if you've never had a kit before, all of them come with printed instructions. They're pictorial, so you don't have to worry about kind of technical crafting language or anything because they're pictorial. And there's a YouTube video that goes with it as well. So if you prefer to watch and craft at the same time, then you can. Okay. Right, let me find what I need. So I need an envelope and I need a card base. And you're going to need the little white card that has the two flowers on it. That looks like that. And you're going to need one of the white labels and some of the string, and you're also going to need your 3D pads that you've got. I've got a loose bit of string, so I'm going to use that, I think, instead. That's a better idea. I'm going to use a bit of loose string instead of that real. Keep that bit for later. Okay. So who is crafting along with me tonight? Who's crafting as we go? Let me know. I'm going to get out the instructions, not because I haven't made these before, but just so that I can see what it is that I'm doing. In case I forget and know how many strips and things I need. So your strips that you've got, your Carolyn's Crafting Fab, your adhesive with this kit is these 3D foam pads, okay? And I'll show you how many to use and things as we go along. All right, and Sally and Tori and Liz and Sheena, oh my goodness, loads of you. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. That's great, okay. This is going to be fun then. Okay, so let's start off with putting everything, I'm getting stuck to the 3D pads already, put everything to one side apart from your white card with the flowers on it. That's what you're going to start with. Now, if you were lucky enough to have the stamps in your kit, the stamps look like this, and they've got a flower, some leaves, some little kind of bud things, and a couple of sentiments on them, okay? What you're going to do is you're going to ink up the relevant stamps, so the flower, the leaf, the little buds, and a sentiment, and you're going to stamp all of those things, apart from the sentiment, onto your flower card. Okay, and your sentiment, your forever friends or whatever you're going to stamp on there, goes on your little tag. Okay, Like I said, I am not going to do that. I am going to use a pen, because what you need to do if you haven't got stamps is just outline the leaves and the flowers, and that's all I'm going to do. And the best thing is, you do not need to be accurate in your outlining. The stamps are not accurate. They don't sit directly over the top, so hopefully you can see that. They just give a little bit of definition and just help to make the leaves, let's see if we can get it to focus, and the petals, there we go, to jump out from the page a little bit more. So you don't have to be really precise around the edges. That's not the purpose of these at all, either with the stamps or with the leaves. The stamps don't line up exactly. They're not designed to line up exactly. So I'm just literally going round the edges, roughly, with my pen, or if you've got the stamps, then go for it with your stamps. And you can do as much or as little as you want. So if you don't want to outline the buds, you don't have to. The little yellow ones, completely up to you. And as ever throughout this evening, if you get stuck with anything at all, then just stick something in the chat and I will stop and we will go over it until everybody's happy that they know what they're doing, okay? And just take your time over this bit. If you've got the stamps, you might spend a bit of time just lining them up. Because I found I needed to turn the petals around a few times to decide which way round I thought they looked best. There's a kind of a few pointed ones and then these two kind of square-edged ones. So that helped when I was lining up the stamps. You know, it's still not. They don't fit exactly. They're not designed to fit exactly. It's not meant to fit exactly. So now I've lost the lid to my pen. There it is. So you can see I've been really rough with my outlining. This is not precision drawing or anything like that at all. This is just outlining the flowers. Okay. And then I am going to use a stamp to stamp my sentiment. And I'm going to... If you've got the little ink spot in your kit as well, you just need to slit along the sides of the label to be able to pop the lid off easily. Right, what sentiment should we have? Let's see what you get in this kit. So you can do hard things. Nobody gets me like you get me. I'm always here for you no matter what. And then you get, can't remember which one, sending lots of hugs and forever friends. Let's have sending lots of hugs, I think we'll have. Where's my block? Oh, that didn't go on very centrally, did it? That's not much good. That one out of the way. Okay. And if this is the first time that you're using this particular set of stamps, and again this goes for any set of stamps that you've got, then a good tip is to just stamp it first onto some scrap paper. So I've always got my grid paper underneath, but the kits come with a piece of card in them. The piece of card is meant for you to practice stamping on, or to kind of wear your stamps in, if you like. So if you are stamping, you're just tap, 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 line it up on your sentiment, and there you go. And then just clean it off with whatever you've got, a bit of wet wipe or put it aside to wash them later, whatever is your preferred way of doing things. And then stick your stamp back between the 2 layers of plastic, obviously. Okay. So I'm going to pause there while everybody finishes either their stamping or their drawing and decides if they're going to stamp a sentiment or not. So I'm just going to pause. Those of you that are crafting along live, when you've got to the point where you're happy that you've got an outline to your flowers and leaves and you've done a sentiment, give me some thumbs up, please. And then I will know that I can move on. And if you're stuck at all, just shout. It's okay to say, I don't know, because there will be other people in the room who are also thinking, I don't know what she's on about. Or whatever it is, I'm not with it. Cool, got a few thumbs up. Just hang on while other people catch up. Meantime, if you're ahead of the game, you can fold over the top of your envelope. There's a crease line already in. Anything that needs to be folded, there's already crease lines in them for you in the kit, so you don't have to get out your scoreboard or anything like that. It's all done for you, which is jolly nice. And also crease your card over as well. Just fold it over, line it up, and you can just crease it with your card. Oh, Sheena's got a happy face. That's good. Okay. Oh, loads of thumbs up and oh, wonderful. We got loads of happy smiley faces and hearts and all sorts. Cool. Okay. I'm taking it then that most of you are ready to move on, which is great. So fold over and crease your card. And you're going to be sticking this on tent style. So let me get this the right way round. Jodie would be proud of me. Landscape is the way round. You're having your card front, okay? And you're going to stick your flowers onto the front of the card using some of your 3D pads. Your 3D pads can be torn with your fingers or can be cut with scissors. Depends how precise you want to be. But as it's going to be on the back of the card, let's not lose too much sleep over getting it really neat and tidy, eh? And you just need a little strip, 3 strips, but down the centre of your card, okay? So hopefully you can see that on the back of my flowers. And then peel off the backing of all 3 strips, and you are going to stick this card slap bang in the centre of your green stripy card base. Slap bang in the centre, roughly slap bang in the centre. It's really difficult for me to see if I'm in the centre or not because the camera's over the top of my actual card rather than my head, which is what I would like it to be so that I could be a little more precise in my placement. But it's bespoke. If it's slightly wonky, it's not the end of the world. Okay. Once you've done that, stick that to one side. Okay, so I'll just pause there a moment because next comes the super cool, clever technique that I'm going to show you for this card, which you will be able to transfer to other projects, things that you make from your stash. It's very clever. I don't know why I didn't know this technique for getting ribbon onto a card before, but I've learned something and I intend to continue using it. So once you've got your flowers on your card front, give me some more thumbs up, please. And then we're going to move on to the sentiment and add in this lovely orangey, I think it's Calypso coral, I think, string. Yep, we're doing good. Wonderful. Brilliant. Okay, right. Turn your sentiment face down. In fact, I'm going to do it on the back of the card so that you can see it easier. Turn your sentiment face down. Okay. And you need to get the end of your string ready. But before you try to fiddle with your string, because you'll see on the card that we've got, it's loose string, but it's attached underneath the back of the sentiment. And we've got some loops and we've got some free ends as well, which is a fairly common kind of arrangement for ribbon or string or whatever on card fronts. So we'll just stick that one down there for a minute, and that's what we're going to do. So the first thing you need to do is grab a bit of your 3D pad again, and you're just going to tear off a bit to stick at one side of your sentiment, and then a bit to stick at the other side. So you've got kind of like parallel lines, if you like, with your sticky back. Okay. And then what you're going to do, if you want to watch me first and then have a go, if you can do this already, then go for it. But if you want to watch me, peel off your sticky, but lay it down on your card, on your table rather, face down still. And then you're going to use the fact that that's sticky to do your little loops and ends and things. So diagonally across the card, across your sentiment, make a loop, back again, make a loop, back again. And because you've got your sticky pad on there already, it will stick to your sticky pad, which is exactly what you want. And then you just need to use your scissors to just snip the end off. Don't worry about the length of it too much at this point. Once you've got it stuck on your card front, then you can trim it to what you want it to be and make it all beautiful and fancy. Okay. So you can use this technique with flat tape. So this kind of tear and tape, double-sided tape. You can use it with a roller, a Stampin' Seal, or something similar like that, a snail type thing, but it doesn't work as effectively. It works best where you've got a backing to peel off, and that's why it works really well with this the 3D foam, as well as the tape and things. So once you've got it zigzagged across your card like that, so you should have two ends, one either side, and two loops, one either side. Then all you've got to do is flip it over and put it onto the middle of your card. So we're going, if you look at my sample here, we're going straight across the middle. Just make sure that you've got your words up the right way. Straight across the middle. The string won't get in the way of the stickiness. And then your final touches is you can come in and just snip to trim and neaten the ends of the ribbon. So the string, so that you've got your string roughly the same kind of length. Dangly ends, that's all. And there you go. Job done. Card number 1 made. You've got your envelope to go with it. Doesn't matter. Can you see now as well? It doesn't matter whether you stamped your outline or whether you hand drew your outline. You get a very similar effect actually. And as you're not going to give two of the same card to the same person, it really doesn't matter, does it? That one is stamped and one is hand drawn. They're not going to notice the difference, frankly. So there you go. So how are people getting on with that one? That's card number 1 done. How are we doing? Okay, everyone getting on all right? Yeah, oh good, good. Thumbs up, excellent. Good, good, good. Wonderful, loads of emojis, that's brilliant, I am pleased. Tori, are you with us? As you are a first timer, are you with us? Sheena says, done, fabulous. Tori, are you there? Are you in Craftland? Have you, has your internet given it? Oh no, she's there. Yes, doing okay. Fab. Wonderful. That's perfect. Okay. Right then. The next one is very similar, only we've got this extra little bar to add in. So depending on which background card you're going to use, it might end up looking like this, the yellow one, or it might end up looking like this, the green stripy one, depending on which one you used for your first card. So it's very similar, and that's what we're going to do with the next one. But I think we'll have a raffle prize first, shall we? And then if anybody is still catching up, then you've got time to catch up while we do a quick raffle prize, yeah? Okay, so here's my box of raffle tickets. And before I pull one, I'm going to share with you the amazing prizes. I have to say, tonight's prizes are really good. Okay, so star prize, in my opinion, a whole kit. Oh! This is not any of the kits that we're using tonight. It's called Love This Memory, and it's a notebook kit. Who doesn't love a notebook, frankly? So this kit is a memory keeping notebook. So you can put your summer holiday photos in it. You could put wedding photos, christening photos, event photos, if you went to a festival or anything, whatever's special to you. A grandparent boasting kit, whatever you want to do. But anyway, this is the Love This Memory notebook kit, which is prize number 1. Prize number 2 is the ever popular stack of 48 pieces of New Horizons patterned watercolour paper, which is gorgeous, with loads of different horizon and landscapey kind of papers. And prize number 3 is some beautiful, beautiful, I can't remember what colour this is. It's the replacement for Pacific Point, whatever that is. Blue, anyway, ribbon. It's bright blue and I can't remember what it's called. Blueberry bushel ribbon. So with silver edging around it. So that's prize number 3. So get your raffle tickets to the ready and tell me who's got number 250. So who's got number 250? Because you are a winner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Let me just find some tape. And if you can type in the chat if that's you, and also if it's you, tell me which prize you want. You can choose. Oh yes, you can. So just Sally, it's you. Excellent. What prize would you like? We've got the papers, the ribbon, or the notebook kit. Which would you like? Let's write your name on there. Ribbon. Excellent, Sally. There we go. The ribbon is yours. Ribbon, Sally, done. Fab. Okay. That's prize number 1. Wonderful. Right then, let's get on and make this second card, shall we? Okay, so for me, let's see what I need out of my kit. I need the yellow spotty card, because I didn't use that one last time. I need the card that's got lots of flowers on it. I'm not going to use my stamp, but I do need the green stripy little banner cutout that you've got, and another one of the white labels, and a bit more of that string as well. We've got a bit more string there as well. So let me just get that one out of the way in a minute. So you need the yellow card base, or the green one if you used the yellow one last time. Your flowers card, or the card that's got lots of flowers on it. The green stripy banner, the white sentiment banner, your orangey string, and some more of your 3D pads as well. Okay, and we're going to start exactly the same as we did with the last card. So the first thing to do is to either stamp your flowers on this particular one, they recommend you just draw the outline of the flowers, not the leaves, and you will get a slightly different effect. So stamp or draw round the petals of the flowers, and stamp or handwrite your sentiment as well onto your white banner. Okay, so I'm going to go back to my trusty pen again, just to prove it can be done. And just roughly draw around these petals to provide your outline again. And don't forget the ones that are hanging over the edge. Okay, particularly these little ones that are in the corners, don't forget them. Yep. There we go. Of course, if you want to outline all your leaves and everything as well, you can. But you don't have to. As much or as little as you want to. And it's just rough outlining, remember. Which ones have I missed? Oh, that one down in the corner there. And even if you're stamping, it's absolutely okay to turn the paper round instead of keep twisting the stamp if you prefer. You do what is easiest for you. Absolutely. So that is my flowers, and then I'm just gonna stamp the sentiment again. So I'm gonna do a different sentiment this time. Let's have, I'm always here for you no matter what. Oh, it's a different one. Remember, if this is the first time you've used the stamp, which for me this one it is, I'm going to try it out, and if I'm not happy with the result, no, it's looking a bit blotchy, I'm going to give it a little clean, a little wipe on my, I'm doing it on my stamping scrub, but you can do it on whatever you've got, a bit of kitchen towel or whatever, and then try it again. If you feel like you messed up your sentiment, it blurred, or you know, it wasn't exactly, that's better, it wasn't as clear as you wanted it to be, don't forget that the white, you've got a spare white label in your kit anyway. I think everyone's got at least one spare, but they've also got two sides to them, so just turn it over. There we go. Do you know what, the tips of my fingers on my left hand, I don't know if you can see there, and on the tip of my little finger as well, are both really sore this evening because I had to have finger prick blood tests for an insurance policy this morning at 8 o'clock, can you believe, in the morning, and my God, that's hurt all day. It's just in the wrong place for crafting, that's for sure. Right, there we go. Let's get rid of all of those bits. In fact, do you know what? I am going to draw an extra prize tonight as well. I've got some bits left over in my kit, so I'm going to draw a fourth prize, and it'll be all the bits that are left over from my Forever Friends kit, including the stamps and the stamps and the block and the ink and the remaining cards and remaining string as well. So if anybody is interested in that, then I will put it in. Okay, so we'll pause again there a moment while people get on top of the stamping or the drawing. If you're ahead, fold over and crease your card base, and if you're still stamping or still drawing, don't panic, there's no rush. We will do the next bit together, so don't worry. I'm just going to remind myself of the instructions for how to do the That's right, stick that bit, yeah, that's right, right. So, yeah. And once you've got to the point where you've done all your stamping or drawing, let me know. Give me some more thumbs up and then I'll know to move on. I won't move on until everybody's ready. You obviously don't have to stick these on 3D pads if you don't want to. If you prefer, if you think, oh, it's got to go in the post and I need it to be flatter, then obviously you can stick them just flat down with ordinary glue onto your card, or tape or whatever. You don't have to do it with 3D pads, but that's just the design of the card and why you've got some 3D pads in your kit, because that's what it came with. So I've got some thumbs up. Sheena's saying, yeah, all good. More, lovely, thumbs up and things, wonderful. Okay, so this time you're going to have your card front portrait. And you're going to stick your flowers down in exactly the same way, your flower card. So turn it over, grab a couple of those 3D pads and stick them on your card. If you've got enough to do a few over the centre, then that's great. You need one remaining at least. To be able to split into different sections for your sentiment and your little stripy label. So do make sure that you leave enough to be able to stick that down, okay? But if you've got more in your kit, then do. Ooh, what have we got? Oh my goodness, Sally, what are you forwarding on to us? Oh no. I don't know what's happening here. I've got either someone's being hacked or something. Anyway, we'll ignore that in the comments. Right, okay. So once you've got your 3D pads on, peel off the backing and you're sticking it slap bang in central to your card base. Okay, so which way up is for me? It's that way up. Don't think there's a right or a wrong way with these, to be honest. Just flat down. Okay, on there. I don't know what's going on in the comments. We'll ignore the comments for the time being, so I have absolutely no idea. Long as everyone's still with me, we'll not worry about what's going on there. I will delete those in a moment or when we've finished. Okay. Once you've stuck your flowers onto the front, you then need to get your little stripy bar and about just over halfway up the card, so just over the halfway point, you're going to stick your stripy bar on. So you just need to turn it over and grab a little bit of your remaining 3D pad and stick that on the back and stick your stripy bar, like I say, just over, just over halfway up, and just make sure you've got equal distance on either edge. No, I don't know either, Sally, we'll just ignore it. And then I will get in there and delete those comments after we've finished. Okay. So once you've got your stripy bar across the middle, we're going to do exactly the same thing as we did with that first card. So you get your sentiment, turn it over. I'll do it on the back of my card so you can see what I'm doing. Get some remaining bits of 3D pad. You can rip them with your fingers and stick it so that you've got a bit of 3D pad at either end of your sentiment. We're doing exactly the same thing with looping the the string. So just peel off the backing, and we're going to go over and create a loop, and back and create a loop, and back, sticking it to the pad as you go along, and then just snip the ends off. There we go. Wonder if I can. Block this person. I don't know if I can or not. Let me just see if it's possible. Right, let's try and do that as well. Just bear with me a minute. I'm just trying to get rid of this person a minute. Block, there we go. Right, hopefully that's done the job. I hope. Just bear with me a minute while I get back to the video. Okay. Oh, well done, Carol. Thank you. I've just done the same as well. Well done. Fab. Right. Okay. Wonderful. So we've now got your loops of ribbon stuck to the back, and we're not going to trim it yet. You're going to flip it over again and stick it on the front of your card. So just make sure, because the card looks very uniform when you turn it over, make sure that you've got it on the right side, so facing the right way. So you've got your edge down your spine down the right side and everything. Flip your sentiment over. And then before you stick your sentiment down, you want to be able to see 3 sides of that stripy green card underneath, okay? So you're going to stick it slightly higher than halfway up that green stripy card, and then trim off the edges again so that it's the length that you want it to be of your ends of your string, okay? And there we go. That's your second card. Woohoo! We're doing great. Let me just grab an envelope out of there for that one too. And like I said, all the remaining contents, for anybody who didn't get these stamps, feel free to say that you'd like the remainder of the Forever Friends kit as a raffle prize at the end if you want one. Okay, there we go. So that's the second 2 cards, and where's the first 2? There's the first. And let me take those out. These are the ones that we've made tonight. There we go. So first and second from the Forever Friends. There we go. Okay, so how's everybody doing? Are you liking the Forever Friends? I'm loving the Forever Friends, have to say. They're really nice stamps to keep and make things with afterwards as well. Yeah, really nice. I can see some thumbs up and happy faces. Excellent. That's good. Right, let's have another raffle prize, shall we? And then we'll get on and make our Kaleidoscope cards. Here we go. So our second raffle prize is number 246. If you are 246, you can choose the remainder of the kits, or the Love This Memory notebook kit, or the New Horizons papers. So if you've got 246, let me know, and also tell me what you would like as your prize. I'm just going to have a little slurp of tea a minute. So yeah, let me know. I hope 246 is here. That would be kind of nice, wouldn't it? If not, I'll put it to one side. And when everybody's ready, we'll move on to some more crafting. Ah! You can have the remainder of the kits, Liz. You are very, very welcome. Right, Liz, fabulous. That's great. Right, I'm going to put your name on there. It will be in the post to you. No problem. There we go. I'm just going to stick it on the box a minute so you can see that I'm doing it. There's the remainder. I will make sure you get the remainder of the other one as well. It's all in there. There we go. Fab, wonderful. That's great. That's really good. Okay, is everybody ready to move on to the Kaleidoscope cards? I'll bring them in so you can see what they look like. They are really lovely, I think. Different and just really nice. Yep, lots of thumbs up. Cool. Okay. So this kit, the Kaleidoscope kit, you get 3 different designs as you've got in your kit. So in terms of packages, you're onto your second package now, so your second clear envelope pack. And this kit makes 9 cards. So the other kit made 8 cards. This kit makes 9 cards. And you've got, where are we? Where's the contents? There we are. You get... in the complete kit, you've got 9 cards, 9 envelopes, clear blocks, stamps, these beautiful lace overlays. You've got some sentiments, some banners of different colours, 3D foam pads again, dimensionals, those 3D little hexagonal dimensionals. The ink spot is grey granite. And also some little brass buttons. And then you've also got these little round circles, and these little round circles, which everybody's got a strip of these are glue dots. So this is instead of flat gluing something to the surface, okay? And I'll show you where you use those as we go along, okay? If you hate glue dots, I know some people find them too fiddly, then feel free to use your normal glue that you've got at home, what you would normally use for any kind of card making, okay? But yeah, so this kit is called the Colourful Kaleidoscope kit, this second one. Okay, so let's start with this blue one, I think. Let's start with that one. Let's get those two out the way a minute. This bluey, turquoisey one. So you are going to need if I can find it, the dark blue Night of Navy card base. Fold that over and crease it. And the overlay that goes over the top of that one is this. I don't even know what colour this is, but it's very beautiful. I think it's possibly Bermuda Bay, maybe, that goes over the top. Okay, and if you just line it up flat down on top of the card front, what you will notice is that the gold stars in the 4 corners and in the centre line up with the lace underneath. So just move it around a bit until you've got an equal border around the edge of the card. But see that your gold stars will line up exactly underneath. And that's the point to aim for in terms of layering and lining things up, okay? So if I just hold it up to the camera and hopefully it will pick it up. You've got 4 gold stars in the corners of the card and 1 gold star in the centre of your card underneath here. And you're looking to line up the fancy lace stars. There we go, let's pull it down a bit. With the centre, so you've got kind of like quite a big hole in the centre of the fancy lace stars, and that's where your gold star should come through, and it will give you an equal border around the edges of your card. Does that make sense to everybody? Before we go any further, so I've not done any sticking or gluing or anything yet, just looking at lining it up, because this is quite a key element before you start adding any adhesive. Because if you don't know where you're going to put it, trust me, I've done it. It's really easy to think you know where you're putting it, get the glue on, or in this case, the 3D pads, and before you know it, it's all stuck in the wrong place and you're in a pickle, okay? So that's what we're aiming to do, is to get that in the right place, okay? Now, the brilliant trick with these and the technique that I wanted to show you is when you've got that lined up, you then need to open it up and flip it over to be able to stick your glue on. This is really important when you come to the card that's got the slice off the bottom. And yes, I do have experience of doing it the wrong way. And I put the glue on the wrong side and then it was a pickle getting it all off. So this is why I'm showing you how to do it, to make sure that you don't make the mistakes that I'm making. So hopefully you've got enough of these thin 3D pads that you need to put one 3D pad on each side. So you're going to need to peel off 4 strips from your backing, and they're literally going to go down the edges. So you've got to be really careful as you stick them to the edges, because we don't want them over the lacy pattern. We just want them down those border edging bits, okay? So just take your time, just line it up. There's no rush. See, look, I've got mine over the edge, so that's absolutely no good. This is partly because I can't see because of the camera being in the way. So just line it up. They do peel off if you haven't stuck them down too viciously. But just, you don't want anything overhanging, but you don't want it overhanging onto the lacy pattern either. So you've got to kind of just line it up so it just goes down the edge. A bit fiddly, but it will be worth it, I promise you, when you've got that beautiful 3D kaleidoscope effect. Once you've got those lined up, you just peel off the backing. Remember not to twist it and fiddle with it. Just literally peel off the backing where it sits on your table, on your craft table. Just pick at the edges, peel off the backing. So you've got that second side. Come on. Get rid of those bits out of the way so they don't get stuck to anything that you don't want them to. And then remember which way you flipped it and flip it back again and line it up over the top. Only this time it's going to stick, don't forget. So you want to make sure that you have it in the right place. And actually, I'm going to bring it towards me so I can just see a little bit better. So I can get these stars in the right place. I don't want to mess this up. I got that in the right place. I think that's just about right. And then give it a good press down. And then your lattice should kind of float above your card pattern behind, which is really good. It looks really cool, giving you that kaleidoscope effect. Okay, I will pause there while people kind of get themselves situated. If you've got the stamp set, you will know what the phrases are, but I will tell anyone who doesn't have the stamp set. It's just because you're so special to me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. May your day be filled with light and love. Wishing you a magical birthday. Thanks, I can't thank you enough, and I love you so much. And there's a couple of those sentiments that fit the hexagon, which is the sentiment die cut that we're going to use. Okay. So I am going to use the thank you, thank you, thank you, because I send loads of thank you cards. So for me, that's really helpful. I can't find my clear block now. Let's get another one out. Got another one in here somewhere. There we go. And just like before, if this is a new stamp set and it hasn't been stamped or inked before, you might want to clean it. You might want to do a little practice stamp on a bit of scrap paper first, just to make sure that it is going to stamp nice and cleanly for you when you stamp it. And I don't have the ink pad for this set, so I'm just going to grab one out of the cupboard. Somebody else has got the ink pad for this one. So grey granite is the colour if you're looking for a match. And then just stamp a sentiment on, or handwrite a sentiment, or whatever you're going to do. Should have tested that out first, shouldn't I? Really? Oh, that was lucky, wasn't it? Lucky that it came out okay, because I didn't do a little practice run, which was a bit naughty. I should have done that. Never mind. So that is that one. And then once you've got your sentiment, you just, once you've got it stamped and everything, just turn it over and go to your little pack of 3D pads that you've got, she says, rummaging around, can't find mine. And you just want to put a couple of those hexagonal ones on the back. So if you've got some, which doesn't look like I have for some reason, again, I think those must have been given away. Unfortunately, I've got some here, so I'll use my own. But put a few on the back so that it doesn't sag. And then again, just peeling off the backing, and this time it's going in the bottom right hand corner, your sentiment. No fiddly ribbon or string to put behind it. It's just going straight down on your card. So down in this bottom corner here. And then I'm going to leave this card at this point, and I suggest that you do the same, because it looks lovely the way it is, but there is a chance, because they were very difficult to split up and separate, that you don't have quite enough of the little brass bullets to go on for all of these 3 cards. It may be that some people have got too many and some people haven't quite got enough, and for that I apologise, but honestly it was so difficult to split them up. So I'm going to wait until I've done all 3 of my kaleidoscope cards, and then I'm going to decide which ones I'm going to put my little brass bullets on. If you've already got some of these, because Stampin' Up do these separately, so we have had these before. So if you've got some, or some other bling that you want to add to it, some sequins or diamonds or whatever, then feel free to go crazy with it and slap some on wherever you want to. On the actual card design, they've just got them in this central star, just on the points of the central star. And if you're going to do this after we finish tonight, if you're going to add your brass dots after we finish, then it is on the video. Placement of where to put them is on the video that's in the email that I sent this week as well. So feel free to have a look at that if you want to know where they've actually placed them. But there is no right or wrong here. This is artistic interpretation. Stick them on wherever you want to put them. Oh, and I've just flicked a load on the floor as well, so that's giving me even less to play with, so that's really handy, isn't it? Right, anyway, never mind. Okay, so how's everybody got on with that first one? Did that make sense how to do it? Because the principle is basically the same for the other two, but the one with the slanted, this one with the sloping, like the cut-off lace that goes over the top, you have to be so careful to make sure that you've got it the right way round, hence why I was showing you the flipping it over technique. You might be able to see the bottom corner of this one is a bit fluffy where I stuck the tape on the wrong side. So it happens to the best of us, trust me. I'm not saying that I'm an expert by any stretch of the imagination, but it happens even with the best of intentions that you're going to get it right, it can still happen. Okay, so the grey card matches the kind of pale pink lace, so let's do that one next, shall we? And then we'll finish off with that challenging orangey one that we need to get the right way up. So you've got your grey card base with the kind of white starry kaleidoscope patterns. Fold it over, crease it with your thumbnail or a bone folder if you've got one to hand, but you don't have to have. And this time it's a tent fold, so it's landscape, and the block of kind of the peachy colour goes at the top. So if you, again, what you need to do is line this up first so that you are sure you know where it goes. And the way to line this one up is that the little square points of the lace go in the squares, and you might even have, like I've got one that's folded back, so make sure you fold it out. Go inside the squares on your patterns. Let's get that over the top, and you'll be able to see the gold dots shining through. Okay, and you also will be able to see the orange and navy blue patterns coming through the holes as well. So that's how you work out, is it lined up or not. You should be able to see the gold dots through the little squares on the points on the end of the star, and you should be able to see the blue and the orange kind of little blobs coming through the arms of the star, and the little triangles at the very center of the star should also be visible, and then you know you've got it lined up. If you just move it slightly out, look, it doesn't line up, you can't see any colors. As soon as you pull it together, and that's the whole point of this, it's meant to be a kaleidoscope, so as soon as you line it up, you know it's right because you can see all those colors. Okay, so I'm actually going to turn it to the side just to make it easy for me to keep in the camera shot to put the 3D pads on again. So again, I'm just going to flip it over so that I know which way round it is, and add some 3D pads again. This time you want one down the edge, and then on that big bit of card you're going to need a couple. So I would space them out so that you've got kind of a bit of a kind of offset pattern with them, so that you know that you're not going to get a saggy bit in your kaleidoscope pattern. Okay, and then just like before, you just, with holding it still in place, just peel off the backing so that you don't lose which way round it's got to go when you then try to stick it to your card front and everything. Peel off the back into these. And then once they're all sticky, flip it back over again, and then you've got that job of lining up all those colours and those points again. So again, I'm going to pull this towards me so that I can line it up. Otherwise, I am slightly anxious that I'm not going to get it in the right place and it's going to look terrible. Okay, so just bear with me a second while I do that. I don't want my kaleidoscopes to be off centre. There we go. And then once you've got them lined up, just stick down those 3D pads. And obviously you can then turn it round so you've got your tent fold at the top and it's landscape. And then your final bit of this one, you're going to need a navy blue strip, little navy blue strip accent, and you're going to need a little white sentiment bar. And then either handwrite or stamp a sentiment on there. So this one is just because you're so special to me, but I'm just going to line it up and see if I can get, no, I can't get the thanks one on there. So that's what's going to be. It's going to be just because you're so special to me. Because that's the one that fits. And stamp that on. Or handwrite it if you're handwriting. There we go. And then the trick with this one is, again, I'm going to put it on the back of my card so you can see what I'm doing. Actually, I can open the card out so you can see what I'm doing. The trick with this one is to turn your sentiment over and get those little glue dots and stick a couple of those little glue dots right in the centre of that sentiment. Right in the centre, just 2 or 3 of them, slap bang in the middle. And then you're going to peel off the backing. Again, this is where it gets a little bit fiddly, particularly if you don't have nails. And if you don't have nails, feel free to use the point of a scissors or something like that to grab these little bits of backing. And then you can either turn it over so it's the right way up and then line it up in the centre of that blue bar, or you can do it the other way round and put the blue bar over the back and line it up. Make sure you've got it kind of central so it's stuck over the back like that. And then when you turn it over, you've got a bit of blue bar poking out either end. Got a little bit too much this end, but never mind, that's fine. And then you're going to use the 3D strip again to stick that, or the 3D pads if you've got those little 3D pads, to stick it just above your kaleidoscope. So let's grab some pads. These are the little mini dimensionals, if you've not got those in your stash already. So these are not the full size ones, these are the minis, which come in white and black, incidentally, if you're thinking about starting to think about Halloween crafting as well. You can get black ones, or even actually for Christmas crafting, some of the blacks are nice. So just going to stick it on above your kaleidoscopes. And again, the sample card has got 3 bronze beads in the centre of each of these kaleidoscope wheels, but personally I'm going to leave them until the end and see how many I need, and then I'm going to distribute them between my 3 cards. Okay, so I'm going to pause there for a moment and we'll have another raffle prize. If anyone's got any questions, just stick them in the chat. If you're doing okay, if you're with me, if everything's okay, let me know what you think about these kits. Which one do you like the best? You know, and just let me know how you're getting on as well. And I will pull another raffle prize meantime. Give it a good shake. Come on, where are we? Let's get that one underneath there. I always like the ones that are hidden. Okay, so we have number 251. If you're 251, you've got a choice of the New Horizons paper or the Love This Memory notebook kit. So tell me if it's you, tell me which prize you'd like. Let's have another quick slurp of my tea. So yeah, if it's you, let me know. And which one would you like? And then we're down to our very final card for this evening. Which by now you probably sussed out how it's going to be made pretty much. Because you can see with the kits, the technique is similar between the different designs. So they're teaching you a technique and then repeating it across the different designs of cards. I just need to find the envelope that goes with that one as well. Let's find the envelopes that go with all of them. So the aqua envelope goes with that navy blue card. And the grey envelope goes with this card. There we go. They're really pretty. They've got a pretty pattern inside as well, actually. Save that one for the last card. Nobody got number 251. Is nobody going to claim number 251? Does that mean it's somebody who's watching on the replay? So if you are watching on the replay, don't forget you have a whole month to claim your prize. I will allocate you a prize because you're not here live. But if you are watching on the replay and it doesn't matter whether you've made your card kits up or not, whether you've watched the replay entirely or whether you just skipped to the raffle tickets, which I know lots of people do, which is fine, and then go back and make the cards later. If it's before September's monthly card kit club, let me know because the prize is still going to be sitting here for you. It's still yours. So if no one's going to claim number 251, where's my tape? Let me stick a bit of tape on it. And I'll stick it to my camera stand as always. And then we'll see if anybody claims it before the end. And if not, they'll get the remaining prize. Right, there we go. Stick that on there. Okay. So, how's everybody doing? Give me some thumbs up if you're ready to go on to the final card. Oh, yeah. Wonderful. Brilliant. Looks like everybody pretty much is. That's good. So I'm going to put that one to one side. And this is our final card of the evening, which is the Wishing You a Magical Birthday is what I've got on mine. So this is the one that you need to be just a little bit more alert on, I would say, really. So you've got your orangey kaleidoscope card base, which actually is, I'm saying it's orangey, it's Calypso Coral is the colour. Fold it and crease it. And then match up your lace exactly like we've done up to this point. Match it up over the top. Make sure that you know where it's going to go, which bits of the kaleidoscope is going to show through. My suggestion for this one is that you try and line up I'm just trying to get it right myself. This navy blue little diamonds, that is what I would suggest you line up. Line up the navy blue diamonds. It will mean that the grey ones aren't 100% lined up. But for me, that's kind of the best match, I think, really, is the navy blue diamonds, to make sure that it's in the right place. So that's these little ones at the points of all the stars, okay? Once you've got it lined up, this is the bit where it's really important you do the flip technique. So flip it over so that you are going to stick, because it's white, it's really easy to get the wrong side. So you're going to stick your 3D pads again to the right side of the card, because like I say, I have done this myself and it all went pear-shaped and it was not pretty, let me tell you. So you're going back to the same technique as that first card, and we're going to stick a 3D strip to all the edges, all 4 of the edges, making sure that you don't cover up any of the lace, but going round all the edges. And then once you've got those stuck down, without moving it off your craft table, peel off the backing. Peel off the backing. Oop. There we go. Without moving it off the craft table, get rid of your backing so that you don't mess it up, and then flip it back over again, and you're going to line up those diamonds, the navy blue diamonds, and lay the lace down and stick it down. So I'm going to just pull it out of shot so I can just line up my diamonds. Make sure I get them in the right place. There we go, it is slightly off centre actually, that one. I haven't got it completely lined up, but better than nothing. And your sentiment strips you're going to need is the pale pink sentiment strip, and it's got a gold bar that sits behind it. So you've got a little gold bar strip that goes behind it. And it's just exactly the same as the last one that we did. So you're going to ink up a stamp or handwrite it and decide which sentiment you're going to put on there. What am I going to put on this one? What's this one I've just pulled off? And I love you so much. Let's put that one on. Right, where's my ink pad gone? There it is. I'm going to stamp my sentiment on. Let's test it out. Yeah, that's okay because I haven't used this stamp before. Remember, when you're stamping, straight down and straight up. Try not to twist the stamp so you don't smudge it. Put your stamp, once you've cleaned it, stick it back away with the stamps. Stick the lid on your ink pad so that you don't stick your finger in it. Trust me, I've done it all. And then the same thing again, I'm going to turn the sentiment over and put some little glue dots on the back, or your ordinary glue if you prefer using your own ordinary glue. Just going to stick a few of these down the centre. And then peel off the backing and stick it on the middle of the gold bar. So then the gold bar will poke out either side of the sentiment. Just makes it pop a little bit more, that's all. Get that as central as you can, she says. And then again, some 3D. Now, because this is going to go along the bottom there, you can either have it so that it's the gold bar kind of lies level with the bottom of your white lace, or you can lay it over so it goes over the top. But whichever way you're going to do it, just make sure that you know where you're going to be sticking your 3D, because if you stick your 3D down the middle and then it's kind of balancing on the edge, it's going to rock on your card. So you need to make sure that you've got your 3D where you want it to go. Yeah. So I'm just going to flip it over, and I know that my 3D pad needs to go at the top there. I am going to stick a bit of this slightly more robust stuff on the top here, the thicker edging. Make sure it's not going to show. Oh, that's perfect. That was a good guess, wasn't it? For length. Peel off the backing. Line it up where you want it to go. And stick it down. And then again, this one's just got a gold dot in the middle. Right, Liz, I am going to grab all these extra bits that I've got. I've got a few more bits and pieces here. I've got all the stamps. I've got the instructions and all those bits, and I'm going to stick all of that in the box for you. So you'll have those extras as well. Okay. There we go. So now I can bring back in all 3 of my cards that I've just made, and then decide where I'm going to stick. How many are going to have the gold blobs on them, the brass blobs rather, and which ones are not, because I now know how many I've got that I can spread out. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm going to stick 1 in the middle there. Definitely 1 in the middle, and that one. And then how many do I need for these stars? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I've still got 2, so that's perfect actually. It did work out, even though I dropped one on the floor. If you're 1 short, and only 1 short, I apologise, it's on my floor. Hopefully everybody's got enough to be able to kind of share them around anyway, and make your cards look nice. Again, there's no kind of precise place where you have to put these. You put them wherever you want to. On the kit, these ones come around the central point of that main star, on the 3 kaleidoscopes, and on the centre of that remaining one. But if you don't like it like that, then put it somewhere else. You put it exactly where you want it. If you want to stick them on your sentiment instead of on the actual stars on the cards, completely up to you. Artistic license here entirely. There we go. So that is all of our cards finished and made. All done. Audrey's enjoying it. Good, good, good. That's brilliant. I'm so pleased. Like I say, I love kits, and I would love for everybody else to be as enthusiastic about them as I am, because I just love them. So I'm going to put all the cards we've made in shot. There we go. That's everything that we've made tonight all in there. And we still have one more raffle prize to go. So while you are finishing up or adding your bling or whatever you're doing, let's have one more raffle prize. There we go. And it is number 249. Anybody got 249? And if you have, do you want the Love This Memory Notebook Kit or the New Horizons patterned papers? Which would you prefer? You're welcome, Dee. Who's got it and what would you like? 249. We've got the kit, or we've got the patterned watercolour New Horizons papers. Your choice entirely. I'm quite sure in a moment someone's going to pop up and say, there's got to be somebody in the room, surely. With 10 of you here, I'm sure it's somebody in the room. That was great fun. Oh, you're welcome, Carolyn. Really, really welcome. Really, really welcome. If you hang on till the end, I will show you what we're doing for Coffee Club so you can see Les shops as well. Let me just drag out the card a minute while you're doing that. Nobody's going to claim the raffle prize. Okay. Well, I'll hang on to it then. That's fine. I'll hang on to it. And again, I'll stick it on my camera stand. And if you're watching on the replay, I've got 2 prizes now. So the first person can choose, first person to get back to me can choose whether they want the kit, the notebook kit, or whether they want the New Horizons paper. Either, I don't mind. Meantime, I'll just show you. This is the card that if you've signed up already for Coffee Club, this is the card that we're going to make from Lace Shops. It's actually going to be my mother-in-law's birthday card, I have to tell you. I'm pretty sure she's not watching, so it'll be okay. Anyway, cute little boutique shops. This one comes with a little movable blind. Super cute. And real flowers, as in real daisy embellishments stuck on the flowers. It's just really sweet. So this is what we're going to be making at Coffee Club, which is, can't remember, about the 2nd week, 3rd week in September. Those of you who are signed up will know when it is anyway. So this is the sweet that is going to be the sweet share for September, and it's what we're going to use at next month's card club as well. We're going to be making some fancy fold cards, like I said. So there you go. So that's a little sneak peek of what we're going to be doing. Okay, bear with me while I just flip the camera around a minute. Ooh, so I can say goodbye to you. There you go. Okay, that's better. Oh, goodness. Okay, so let's just go back to my notebook a minute. So yeah, just thank you so much for joining me tonight. I hope that you all had fun. Sounds like you did. Hopefully you've fallen in love with kits as much as I have. And like I said, you've got till the end of today, so till 11 o'clock tonight, so only a couple of hours now, before the kit sale stops, because it stops at 11 p.m. And also the sweet share for the Zoo Crew. If you want Zoo Crew, then let me know. I know some of you have let me know today that you're thinking about it. Just get back to me before tomorrow and tell me if you definitely want it or not, and that'll be absolutely fine. I can add you. Don't worry if you don't get to me tonight, because I'll sort it out after the weekend, so that'll be fine. Yeah, so if you want to join me next month, then you'd be more than welcome to. Kit in the post as always, £11 as always. You'll get 4 projects, and yeah, be lovely to see everybody. Final reminder, don't forget there's 2 more opportunities to win prizes after tonight. First opportunity is dead super simple. All you have to do is take a photograph of the projects that you've just made. So these cards that you've just made, just take a photograph of your take, because everyone will be using slightly different sentiments, lined things up a little bit differently. Maybe there's a difference between the pen and the stamps, all that kind of stuff. Take a photo of what you've made, share it in the comments on my next post that I'm just going to be putting on, which will say, put your photos here. Share it in the comments. You'll go into a prize draw for Sunday night. It'll probably be quite late Sunday night, because we've got to go out to a swimming club thing first. But there will be another chance to win a prize. And also, if anybody has placed an order during August, you will go into the raffle as well to win another prize too. So 2 more opportunities to win prizes. And if you order a kit tonight, that puts you in the raffle as well, obviously, because it's still August. Yay! For a few more hours at least before it becomes kind of autumnal, although it feels like that already, really. Anyway, enough of me wittering on. Thank you so much for joining me. Lovely to see you all, and speak to you soon. Bye!